Okay, personally, I proved to myself that I can actually conduct a life skills course, and I can deal with kids from every age.
Difficult situations.
Yes, in difficult situations.
Tell me, Lindy, what would you have done differently with the community-based project?
Well, differently? Absolutely nothing as far as I'm concerned. Everything was great. I enjoyed every bit of it.
So you enjoyed your project very much?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, they should choose their project wisely. They should choose something they're going to enjoy doing and make the most of it.
Alright, thank you, Lindy.
JCP Pretoria and then we fixed some windows and some projectors, overhead projectors, and some doors that were broken we fixed, and yeah, we put on in a ceiling. That was quite very fun.
Alright, what future advice do you have for the students for next year?
Do it early.
Yeah, start early and finish early.
Yeah, I don't know.
Future students.
And it's not this one.
Pertaining to this project,
Start early.
start early.
Start
Definitely.
early.
Alright, tell me, do you think the zoo is benefiting from all the JCP projects?
Yes,
Definitely,
yes.
definitely.
And it's very cool. Everybody's coming to the zoo to look at the leopards mauling its food, and it's much cooler to see an animal in action than an animal sleeping. So we put the action there.
Tell us about the JCP project.
I'm very excited. I saw a few projects now, and I think the comment that stayed with me is the one that say we hated it in the beginning, but we learned about it at the end of the day.
Alright,
So it was good.
tell me, what project would you have done if you could do the JCP module?
Probably something in the community, going to school, teaching maths or something, or computer science. I think it would probably be something like that. I don't think I will go into the lion cage with the big stuff.
The projects done at the zoo are meaningful.
Oh yeah, big time. The National Zoo is really benefiting a lot with regard to working with engineer students. You guys rock supreme. You give us energy, you give us opportunities, and the staff love working with you guys. You give us ideas and you solve our problems. You really, really do. And you enrich not only our animals' lives, but us as well. No, really big time. Thank you to the University of Pretoria. Thank you to all of you, and the animals thank you too.
In your opinion, do you think the students have done a satisfactory job?
Hell yeah. No, absolutely. You guys, yes, the zoo is very satisfied with the students that come and work at the zoo. Each project has its own difficulties, problems and solutions, and each group of students work according to the limitations. So my overall answer is yes, the zoo is very satisfied.
Well, our group name was Denel Tutoring because we went to Hartbeespoort during the June-July holidays. So we actually gave up our own holidays, and we tutored kids from grade 10 up to matric, like in subjects physics, mathematics, chemistry, all of those subjects for underprivileged high school students. And so they formed part, like there was many high schools, they formed the Star School Academies, and also the one was the Rafediles Star School Academy. And so we were just there for a week tutoring them, and also just during breaks and whatnot, we used to like just play around with them a bit. It was awesome.
Tell me, how did you feel working at the school? Was it a good experience?
Well, it wasn't actually a school that we were working at, it was a camp in Hartbeespoort.
Okay.
So it was just it was a project of JCP that we actually enjoy, because it's not something where you just get the marks for JCP, you're actually giving something back to the community. Like we actually felt good, you know, because you're giving back your knowledge that you have now in engineering and from school to those underprivileged. So it was actually really, really awesome. That's it.
Right. Tell me, what advice do you have for the future students, JCP students?
I'd have to say this Hartbeespoort experience, or the Denel tutoring for me, was really awesome. So I'd say don't go for a typical website or whatever. Do tutoring, do something where you can actually give back to the community. Because that's really, really, you know, it's awesome. You feel that you actually give back to the community. It's really awesome.
Yes, getting out of your comfort zone is the most important thing. Experience.
Not just the bad ones.
Tell us what you
Fun experiences is that the funny thing is that when we got there, we expected people. This Latin school was meant for people of a younger age, like our age, and not older than 25. When we got there, these people are like what, older than 30, 40, and it's like, oh my gosh, how are we going to be able to reach out to these kind of people? And I think the most the most rewarding experience was actually being able to reach out to what we thought we couldn't reach out to. That this course meant so much to them, in the same or even higher magnitude of what it could have meant to people our age or something like that. So it was, I think that was the best experience out of everything we had.
Tell me, with life skills, people get very bored. So, you know, instead of just speaking about, the way life is, we acted it out. And we also acted out how to break out of it and, become a better person. So I felt the play did a very good job at reaching out to them. So.
I'm 487 and we were working at Viva Melody at like a disadvantaged community, and we were helping them doing things like constructing a few things around their place. It was a creche and a workshop, so we moved some things and refurbished and just did a few construction things around to help them.
I actually think working in a group is much better because you get to interact with your other class members. We actually found that people we'd been in class with for the past 3 years, we hadn't spoken to them, but because of JCP, we were able to intermingle and speak to them and get to know everyone. I liked it.
Yeah, we enjoyed it very much, very much. It was refreshing, nice to help other people. The activities were interesting, learned a lot. I can tile now and paint and do all these things. It was great.
Tell me, what advice do you have for future students doing the Baraka project? Viva project.
We just advise them that it's more about the love of the people. Well, our project was more about the love of the people, and you just have to look at the bigger picture. Sometimes materials will run out and things will happen, but you just have to look at the bigger picture and know that you're helping somebody else, and you can't exist in the world alone. And yeah, that was really touching for us. So yeah.
I also have another thing. I think advice-wise, you could tell them that they should find a way to get sponsors other than Smartina. I think that maybe, for example, if we were to build this warehouse and ask them for stuff that they're not using or things that are broken that they won't sell, because like she was saying, it's helping other people and you don't lose anything by going to us.
Our project name is the Zoo app, and we're Group 67, and basically it's a mobile application for the zoo, and the whole goal behind it was to basically teach people about the boards that everyone misses, about interesting facts like that gorillas eat popcorn and stuff like that you always miss. So then people just take this little pamphlet and they scan it, they take a picture of it and do a QR code thing, and then it takes it to the mobile application website, and then they can either choose to view animals that the zoo has, or they can do a quiz on the things that they've seen at the zoo and maybe just view a map. And then because the IT department at the zoo is not fantastically huge, we made a little back operation, back office system for them, so that they can literally just click a button and add a question for themselves. If something changes at the zoo, if they have new animals, they can add it and delete, remove and edit it.
Alright, tell me, what have you gained from this experience?
Oh gosh. We've just learned not everyone knows exactly as much as we do about IT and everything. So we've learned new ways to communicate with them, and just the whole communication experience, working as a team, just in a fun way. And that's just the whole thing. I think the other big thing that we've learned is that there's a lot of teams that have done farm, digging in the ground and a lot of physical work, and I think what we've learned is that there's a lot you can do for the community through IT as well. It's not just a physical work, you can also help the community through helping them do things more efficiently and have more interesting things around.
It's a good thing that we started, and I'm very impressed with the reaction of the students. Typically what I hear is that you don't start out that well because you're really not impressed that you have to do something extra, but by the time you've interacted with the communities and actually learned something and contributed, you really
for new projects?
Well, there are many. I think the big challenge, of course, is to help people with mathematics and science. But in general, just to relate to communities and to help where you can. But there are so many places where you can do that. And if you look at the projects that we undertake, it covers the whole spectrum. And people are different and we are different. So.
Alright, Sammy, if you could do a project, which one would you like to do?
Well, I like to interact with children, so I'll go and do some work at a kindergarten. That's very nice.
And just the experience in JCP module.
It was very exciting. We made a lot of new friends and we enjoyed every moment.
Sammy, what advice do you have for the future students?
Just enjoy everything and give it all.
Sammy, what would you have done differently if you had known this project before?
We would have gone for longer and had more fun.
Had more fun? We didn't have enough fun.
We tried our best.
Alright, thank you.
Okay, this is Ilona, this is Hestie. I'm Karine, this is Ion. We went to Schoemanskloof and we did like a restoration project there. It was a kleuterschool, a kindergarten, preschool thing. And then we went there and we built them a kitchen because the government shut them down because they didn't have a kitchen and the kids' food is prepared there.
Okay. Sammy, how was the experience?
Well, you can ask one of them as well, but it was really fulfilling for me. It was nice to see how you can help the kids and how you can really reach out to other people. And when we finished, it was a lovely thing. And it was nice to work together as a group as well. You get to learn each other. You get to know each other.
Tell me, how are the group dynamics? Did you enjoy working in your group?
Yes, we did. We did actually a great job. We didn't have any fights and everything was on schedule all the time. So yeah, it worked perfectly.
No fights.
Tell me, what would you have done differently?
Differently? We would have done more. Yeah.
More?
Yeah. Yes, we did. We did a lot, but if we were more people, it would be better. Yeah. It would have been better.
What advice do you have for future students during the JCP module?
For future students, I would definitely like to advise them that they must expect a lot more than they expect at the moment. So there's a lot of more work than actually you think there is.
And also they must do it early in the year because it takes a lot of your time. We did it in the June holidays and that was great because now we can focus on the exams.
We group 324, we built a Coke bottle greenhouse at the Mariki School in Secunda. It's a school for disabled learners. And along with the Coke bottle greenhouse, we built a 6 by 9 meter tunnel in which this can then be grown further. The idea behind that is to enable these poor pupils who are not as fortunate as we are to have all our faculties, hopefully, to use one day in a career. So the plan is for these guys to learn the skills to grow vegetables and then hopefully empower themselves and the communities going forward. We were a big group, we were about 9, and here with me I have two trusted colleagues who are here as well. This is Jacques Nieuwoud, University of Pretoria, and I am Wessel Bonnet. So yeah, that's what we did, and we enjoyed it a lot.
Tell me, how was your experience working in such a big group?
It was trying at times. You are sitting with 9 intellectual people, with each who have valid opinions, and somewhere in the middle, the truth needs to be found. Luckily, we were a very diverse group. We had architects, IT guys, and most of us were engineers. But it was a great learning experience going forwards, and hopefully we can each take this project going forward and apply it in the workplace. So, excellent.
Tell me what.
I think they must just remember that God gave us the talent to study what we are, and we have to use that and go into communities and just help them in a way so that they can become better people as well.